waiting. And before we move on to the work session, I want to give Mr. Bano to recognize a person that he was going to do in superintendent report in regular session, but we don't need to let him wait until then. So would you please go ahead?
Absolutely. So it's an honor for me to invite up our athletic director, Mr. Eliapas, and is our varsity coach here?
Yeah.
Coach, there you are, Coach DeGennaro. And they're going to talk about a very, very impressive young man who has won a very prestigious award in New Jersey athletics. And I got a chance to see him on the field last Friday at a very exciting homecoming game. But I think Dino and Coach can really give you a lot better detail than me. Yes. So please, take it away.
So Shane Armstrong received the Athlete of the Week award for North Jersey, and it's a big deal with regards to athletics. In every high school you walk into, you'll see an Athlete of the Week wall or commemorating all the athletes that received it. It's a big deal. So in our school we have the same. Only 13 athletes in school history ever received it, and he will be the 14th. Congratulations to him. And 5 previous football player making him the 6th. So just letting you know that it's a special honor. He will be, his face will be up in the halls in Palisades Park forever, and that's a great thing. I never got it, but I couldn't be prouder of him. Watching him on the field is a joy. I'll talk a little bit about last week's game. His performance on the field actually got him NJIC Conference Player of the Week. This week he got Defensive Player of the Week. Last week just tells you what kind of athlete he is, and he's even as great of an athlete as he is, he's even a greater kid. And so I couldn't be prouder of him. I see him in the hallways every day. I'm so happy for him. I congratulate him all the time. He's a leader on the field, and it just shows. You can see it. I don't know if Coach DeGennaro would like to add anything else.
Yeah, he's Shane is exactly what you want when it comes to representing Palisades Park. He's a tiger in every sense of the word. We came in this year with the idea of building this new culture, and he's been at the forefront of that. He's a leader. He leads the team. He leads the kids. He's somebody the coaches can rely on to get stuff done on and off the field. And we're just so proud of him. We're so proud that he can be immortalized in the halls of Pal Park. And the future is bright for him. I'm happy to have him. I'm happy to have the opportunity to coach him. And, this is all for him. So congratulations, buddy, and I'm so proud of you.
This is on behalf of the Board of Education. We're proud of you.
Great job, buddy.
Good job, Shane.
Thank you.
May I have a motion to open our meeting for working session? All in favor? An abstention? Thank you. So the board will go discuss on agendas. Starting with the board minutes. In the regular session, we approve the minutes, the regular business meeting of September 17, 2025, regular business meeting minutes, and executive meeting minutes. Do you have any correction requests or any discussion on these meetings? 2 minutes in September. If not, let's move to committee reports. First, Building and ground, Mr. Arunda, could you read the agendas?
Okay, we have 4 items on the consent agenda for today. First item on the agenda is the PTA meeting schedule for the 2024 to the 2025 school year. Be resolved. Okay, 2025 to 2026. Be it resolved that the Palisades Park Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approves the following PTA meeting schedule for the 2025 to 2026 school year. Second Tuesday of every month, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Lindbergh School Cafeteria. Second item on the agenda, recreational department use of a facility. Be it resolved that the Palisades Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approves the recreation department use of the Lindbergh School, the Lindbergh School field, and the high school gym for the following events: Halloween trunk or treat, basketball camp, volleyball camp, adult dodgeball, adult basketball, indoor soccer games, and indoor soccer practices. Third item on the agenda, use of Lindbergh School softball field, Bergen Lady Knights. And the fourth item on the agenda is the use of Lindbergh School softball field of the North Jersey Vipers. That is all I have to report.
Thank you, Mr. Beck. So do you have any questions or discussion on this building and grounds for agendas?
Actually, could I say something?
Sure.
The Halloween trunk or treat, we can remove that as they are moving the location of the trunk or treat to brought up, not at the Lindbergh School parking lot. So the.
Oh, that was
item
right.
number 2.
This is the border, actually, in front of the border hole.
What are the North Jersey Vipers?
They are a local team, and could probably speak a little bit more to it, but they use our field. There's no cost to the district. I think they've used it in the past. And what I'm assured is that Palisades Park Sports always has first preference and priority with field or gym or any space. So it's only when we're not using it, and it is allowing them to use the field when it's not used by the school.
Is this different from our facilities in the school where we're supposed to be charging for private companies? Is this a private company?
So I can add on to that.
Give a little
So
background.
the Vipers organization, they've been using the field for the past several years now. Anytime they have clinics, it's open to all the Palisades Park. It's sporadically too. They don't use the field very often anymore. They used to use it a little more often 2-3 years ago. But what they do is, they've been using the field. I'm affiliated with them. Whenever they want to use the field, whenever they have a clinic of some kind, all Pal Park students and high school students are allowed to participate. So it's just in my view, of the field, the softball field never gets used by any of our sports teams, and any field that doesn't get used gets dilapidated, and it kind of forces us me really, to maintain the field. Me and Dave Terranova maintain the field, and before anyone used the field, it was full of weeds. It was never turned over. Not never, but it had been many, many, many years before it ever got used. So we the board and prior have allowed us to use it just so we can have the field be used, so we can actually start maintaining it, because none of the sports teams actually use it, and it helps out with the Little League team, because again, we maintain the field. They use it as well when they have practices. They don't ever have games there, but they do have practices there that we can, that again, if it gets maintained, it wouldn't get maintained otherwise. So it's no cost, because really it's me and Dave that that actually do any of the work there.
But I think the important point you made was that our student athletes are able to participate
Yes, correct.
free of charge.
Free of charge, yeah.
So they're getting, skill development and they're able to participate.
Yes, yeah, we've had some of the high school girls, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, participate in the one clinic that they had. They've had one clinic there. They use other fields as well, but sometimes they don't have the field to use. And it's maybe, I don't know, a handful of times throughout the year that they'll use it.
Well, but that engenders a few other questions of why we don't use that field and maintain it.
That's a bigger question that I would love to have conversations about.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not used because the high school uses the county field, the county softball facility. It's half turf, half dirt field. It's used all the time and maintained by the county. So they use that. It's got benches there that actually you could sit on, that not up to your knees. But it's also, the high school's been using the county facilities since it's opened. And since then, our baseball field over there has not been used. Dave and I have fixed the mound, raked the fields, watered it, done everything just to have some of the Little League teams play on it as well. Just to maintain minimal maintenance, just to keep it up. Because if no one uses a field, it will never get maintained at all.
But the North Jersey Vipers is a private.
They're a club team, yeah. They're a club softball team.
I appreciate all your maintenance work and all of that, but if the way we're moving forward is to charge private companies for the use of our grounds. So this is
Right.
why I brought this up, but I have sympathy for what's going on, but as a rule, if we're doing these rule things, then we have to follow the rules.
Can I just add to that? I understand where you're coming from, Bo, but from what I know, that Lindbergh Field is co-owned with the recreation as well as the school. So you could, get in touch with Mr. Taranova and get a better answer. But
Are you talking about the property ownership of Lindbergh Field
No.
or what?
the usage of the field, from what I
Where
know.
did you get the idea from?
Huh?
Where did you get the idea from?
That was discussed in the past, as well as when I was on the recreation committee. That was what we were informed.
Right, but
You could
we
even-
have discussion on our school property issue for past year. And actually we found out that all the knowledge of the municipality and even school or former superintendents, the knowledge of the ownership of the Lindbergh Field
I
was
didn't say the
incorrect.
ownership, I said,
So that time, maybe
okay.
that's not probably correct. So I just wanna.
I said you could look into that. I don't wanna argue here. Okay, I'm not here
Right,
to
I'm just
argue, I'm
collecting-
just saying,
collecting
I had a
the
question.
facts.
I had a question about the softball as well, but I don't know what the issue is. I do not want to argue, I just wanted to inform you what I know, so maybe Mr. Albano could look into it, that's all I said.
Yeah, I'm not debating, I'm just giving you the information that the field
That's why I
is a
said maybe
school
Mr. Albano
decision
could
to
look
use.
into it to give us a further answer, a
Okay.
better answer, that's what I said,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
Uh,
So can I ask a question that I wanted to ask about the Bergen Tech? Does the, Mr. E, I'm sorry, doesn't the Bergen Tech have their own field, or is this like a backup?
This is, so they're in the fall, their field is being used for soccer.
Okay.
So they asked if we had a field that's not being used, and so they wanted to see if they can use it. They usually use Little Ferry's rec facilities, but once in a while they can't, and so we're just a backup to their, to allow them to play.
Okay.
And again, it's because that field doesn't get used, unfortunately,
Okay, I just want a clarification.
Yeah.
Wait, so do they pay at Littlebury and stuff, or is it?
No, they don't pay a Little Ferry, no. Yes, sir.
I was sitting here with the items numbers 3 and 4. From the looks of it, it seems like the schedules are just going to be conflicting. Is there,
They're used, so I maintain the schedule for all the fields and the gyms.
okay,
And so they don't, they use it so sparingly that it just, it's, you know, it might, they have, well, Bergen Tech hasn't used it, had used it once last summer, or this past summer. And so they don't need the field very often, and neither do the Viper organization. So it's just when they need it. It's as they might need it. So it's not, there's no like scheduled games there as far as like, you know, they'll have all their games there or anything like that. It's just for mostly for practices.
okay.
Thank you. Also, I'd like to just repeat that what we've discussed before with our former administrators for this building and ground issues. I don't know if you recall that I have brought up multiple times questioning about whether we charge to the private use of our school field. And sometimes indefinitely brought up to us to approve it without knowing much about the fee structures, how much we charge, and the schedule conflicts. So each time, so far, I don't think our district has any set fee structure about this renting out issue, renting out to the private party outside of this district. So I spoke with Mr. Bano, and I think our administrative team will set up the fee structure as well. But for now, my question is that whether we collect it or ask them to pay for our security deposit that was stated in our policy. It might be $250. And
I think to be consistent with the policy, we ought to ask them for a deposit in case there's damage or something like that. We can hold that deposit at the end of the season. If there's no issues, then it could be returned, if that's been our practice. But I agree that I think this is a bit of a more complex discussion as far as setting up a fee structure for local organizations, nonprofit organizations, organizations that maybe, you know, invite our students in and our students can benefit from it. I would welcome, you know, to have some input from the admin team, and I think, you know, with board members, I think we can come up, and there's a lot of good models out there of other districts who do charge and bring in some revenue, but also are reasonable when the district students can benefit from these programs.
thank you.
Quick question on that aspect, like, if that were to happen, is there gonna be some sort of like an oversight, some sort of overseer for all these students that come in and out of the field? Are you doing that, or like a security guard, like checking in like students or something?
Good question. Typically, that's not necessary. You know, the oversight is the responsibility of the organization coming in, and, you know, if we find that their supervision is not adequate, we can always say no going forward. But the district, it's not typical that a district would provide security for things such as this.
Thank you. Do you have any questions on this building and ground agenda? If not, next, education. Chairperson Mrs. Rybyongpak, would you please read?
Okay. We have 7 field trips and 2 events to be consented today. So, you will see in the paper.
Thank you. Then there's next is that's number 2, events. Alright, so. Do you have any questions and discussion on the education agenda?
Yes, I have a question. The destination for New Milford High School, the group is athletes. Can you elaborate?
Under, I'm sorry, under which one is
Under the
that?
field trips, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th field trip on the list.
You remember the high school?
It's athletics?
Yeah,
Yes.
it says athletes.
Yes.
It's very broad.
I'll, yes.
Good thing you're here tonight.
So, I know. This is, last year, the NJIC, which is our governing body for the league that we're in, held a sportsmanship summit. They asked us to invite 5 athletes. I surveyed the athletic department. They sent me names. I chose 5 seniors to go. The whole point is for them to relay what they learned at the sportsmanship summit because there are seniors and there are leaders on their teams, to relay that, what they learned at the summit to the sports teams that they play on. So it's in New Milford. I believe we're leaving at 8. We're going to be back by 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Thank you. If it said sportsmanship summit, it would have
Oh,
clarified.
okay.
So,
No
Thank
problem.
you.
You're welcome.
Just curious, does that represent different sports or?
Any and all sports that we, I chose a myriad of student athletes, boys and girls as well.
Thank you. Any other questions or discussion? If not, let's move on to finance. Ms. Go Young-yu?
Number 1, approval of submission of the USEA full year 2026 grant application. Number 2, approval of submission of IDEA F full year 2026 grant application. Number 3, staff member visitations and workshops. A few of them. Number 4, tuition reimbursement. Number 5, approval of the October bill list. 6, high school gym equipment inspection. 7, approval of payroll for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pay periods. 8, acceptance of donation to Lindbergh Elementary School, $100. 9, approval of agreement with Omni TSA CG. Number 10, student activities accounts. 11, Bergen County Special Services annual contract, non-public IDEA funding. Number 12, agreement with school office solutions. I have this, do I have this written twice?
It's 2 different.
Oh, okay. Treasurer of school monies. And number 13 is with correction. Agreement with school accounting services, retroactive payment calculation. It's a correction of the name of the company. 14, acceptance of donation to the Palisades Park Junior-Senior High School dance team. Number 15, out-of-school district contracts, 2025 to 26 school year. That's it.
Board members, any questions?
I have a few questions. Can you explain what the difference between Title III and Title III immigrant is?
You want to take that? Or-
I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you.
The Title III immigrant, the money has to be earmarked for students who are English language learners and who are here and in need of support, but of course, this is not their first language. And they're recently immigrated from another country. I can't tell you how many years back we can go, but that money must be used for that specific purpose. So it's just a little more specific.
And also for the number 15, I understand the New Bridge and Richfield, but Leonia, can you explain?
Yeah, these are decided upon by the Committee on Special Education. So
So
based,
is it special education for Leonia as well?
yeah, so we probably, that program, we don't have it here, and we don't offer it at Palisades Park. It's a program that
And
a student
Richfield doesn't
requires.
offer it either?
That level of detail, I don't know, but that's the determination of the Committee on Special Education. So if they're recommending Leonia, that is the best placement for the child.
Oh, as long as it's for special ed, that's, you know, you have answered my question. All right, thank you.
These are all special ed in number 15, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so any other questions or discussion on these 15 agendas?
Are we doing a thank you to the Team Palisades Park?
I was going to in my present reports, but I can do it now. I'd like to recognize the Team Palisades Park for our appreciation for your $2,500 donation to our junior high school girls dance team. Thank you. And Chairperson Yubo Won Yu couldn't make it tonight. But previously, Team Palisades Park have conducted the art contest in our high school. It resulted in awarding nearly $3,000 to our students in district. Thank you. Do you have any questions in finance? So next, the personnel. There's a 10 agenda tonight for our approval. But since the chairperson, Mr. Jun Lee, our vice president as well, he couldn't make our meeting tonight. So the committee member, Ms. Boyer, would you mind to read the agenda? Or if not, I can do it too, but.
Sure. 1, appointment of staff. Aldo Diodino, Edgar Simon, Morena Cordova Gonzalez, Esther Lee. 2, request for leaves. Number 3, amendment to teacher appointment. Number 4, amendment to breakfast club and weight room supervisor stipends. Number 5, amendment to cafeteria 8 hours. 6, appointment of anti-bullying specialists. 7, approval of dance team trip chaperones. 8, approval of middle school girls basketball coach. 9, approval of middle school boys basketball coach. Number 10, staff termination.
Thank you. Any questions in personnel matters? Actually, the board previously discussed it in closed session, but if there's any further questions or discussion, then please do so.
Actually, I have a question. I don't remember it. That's okay. Oh, why are we upping the hours for the cafeteria aides?
This was an oversight. We originally, I think over the summer, they were appointed for 3.5, but in reality, we learned that they do work 4 hours a day. And I checked with Ms. Prados, our principal, who confirmed that. So that's the need to cover all of the lunch shifts.
More questions? If not, I will skip all the committees that has no report tonight. So may I have a motion to go enter into the regular session?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor? No abstention? Thank you. So we'll start with the board report from the board presidents. I'd like to just speak about the board's district goal. But I didn't really present it here because Mr. Urbano will do his superintendent's goal for this 2025-2026 after me. But just want to explain all board members that how this goal came up. And if you recall that a few months ago, since that we've been discussing about the Palisades Park Board of Education's district goal for 2025-2026. Based upon, we collected some evidences that what needs to improve in our school district. And one of the criteria was that the result of our former superintendent's evaluation as well too. So the board came up with a draft agendas for our goals, and we previously discussed that was communications and improve student performance outcomes and develop and improve overall social emotional learning opportunities for all and develop a physical accountability. And why our board's goal is somehow abstract and some of them might take years, not just can be accomplished in 1 year. And so our board, our superintendent Mr. Urbano, his role is he is the expert to make our board goal more feasible and more executive and more effective. And so he will make a presentation of his on our goals out of our board's discussion, and most of the goal might be in line with the board's goal, but not all. As again, like some of our board goals might not be achieved in 1 year. So he came up with a very concrete and constructive goal, and it was pretty well structured. And then Mr. Urbano, please go ahead with your superintendent's report.
Sure. And for our guests, the screen unfortunately is in the back. So you need to do a 180. And I will try to project, I think I feel more comfortable near the screen, and then the board can hear me as well.